All right, YouTube, what is going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we got the official dev talk, the most recent one. We're just gonna kind of react to it. I know that there's some good stuff in here, some changes that they're making. By the way, if you guys hear my son in the background, he is causing ruckus. Time out.
Dude, leave mama.
You know, he's at that age, man, where he just wants to mess with that. You know what I'm saying? He just literally comes and picks fights. That's what he does. He's playing with his WWE toys. I'm not gonna lie, he cooking over there. That's my son. What else am I gonna do? Let's dive into this video. Let's see what's up.
Okay, so the first topic I want to touch on is the whole aim down sights, ADS, while sliding, diving, wall jumping topic. So in the beta, that did require you to take the dexterity perk.
Yes.
The team looked at all of our options and
Default.
ultimately landed on providing the most fluid experience by default, which does mean we've reintroduced the ability to aim down sights while sliding, diving, and wall jumping by default. You do not need to take the dexterity perk. Dexterity will still speed up those interactions, sprint to fire, slide to fire, but you will not need dexterity perk to ADS while doing those actions.
Perfect. That's awesome. The fact that we were locked to dexterity and like you kind of had to be locked to it, it was just kind of annoying. You know, you didn't have a third perk. It was locked to dexterity. So big change right there. That's a W.
Just to reconfirm a topic I touched on in our last dev update about
footstep volume.
We have slightly increased the volume of our footsteps in multiplayer. We're very happy with where they're at, where it's going to incentivize more stealth play styles without over-indexing on the need for the ninja perk. Coming out of the beta for launch, alongside that dexterity change and the ADS change, we have slowed down the slide speed a bit, and we reduced the distance a bit, but I promise you, it still feels great, it still feels fluid.
That's good.
But we want to make sure that that's not the only way you can enter in an engagement.
Yes, bro, holy smokes, Black Ops 6 is a slide fest.
So we saw the feedback, we agree. Some of the mantles felt a little slow, so the team is going through every single mantle in the game to make sure that we have a consistent speed and fill, and everything feels fast and fluid. The next one is a meaty topic, and it's about our perks and our perk distribution. A lot of you had a lot of feedback on that, which we appreciate. But the big changes that we're going to focus on here for launch are, one, we want to make sure that we are incentivizing and allowing for varied play styles. Two, we saw a lot of feedback on how stacked slot one was. So we've made some adjustments there that I think you're going to be happy with. And then three, there were some kind of niche underutilized perks. So we've actually made some combinations of perks to make those chunky decisions and choices. Okay, let's get into the details. First change, we've actually moved Tech Mask to slot 2 from slot 1. That's going to allow for classes like Flak Jacket, Tech Mask, and Guardian for a very strong support tanky class.
Wow,
we've moved Tac Sprinter to slot 1 from slot 3, Looper to slot 3 from slot 2, and that's going to let you loop your score streaks. Cold-Blooded is going to slot 3 from slot 1, and that's going to allow for full stealth classes like Ghost, Ninja, and Cold-Blooded, with a wild card, of course. Scavenger is going back to slot 2 from slot 1. And then we'll start getting into the combinations of those underutilized perks that I touched on. So first up, Shadow, which allows you to move by traps without setting them off, has been added to Engineer. So that's going to be a fun perk where you can actually see enemy equipment through the world and then also approach it and not set those traps off. Vendetta, which allows you to see the location of your previous killer, has been added to Assassin. So if you really want to target a single player on the enemy team, this is going to be your perk. So one for our melee players, we've actually added Bruiser, which gives you increased health regen and score for melee kills to close shave. So if you want to go all in on that melee playstyle, this is going to be the perk for you.
That is massive. Like he said, man, it is really like giving different playstyle. I think that's solid, man. I think it's
Hunter's Instinct, fantastic, which gives you intel on a nearby enemy after a kill, has been added to Tracker. So that's all about tracking your enemy locations.
Dude, these perks seem strong.
Super excited about. We've actually added Quartermaster, which recharges your equipment to Gearhead, and that has moved to slot 1. And if you're all about the gadgets, if you're all about the field upgrades and the equipment, this is going to be the perk for you.
Perks seem really strong. I'm excited.
You'll be very excited. And of course, we're very much looking forward to your feedback. Okay, next up, I want to touch on what we're doing with Aim Assist in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, what you doing?
So first off, we're looking very closely
at the data. Let us know.
And the data says that controller players are winning slightly more in close range engagements, and then keyboard mouse players are winning slightly more in those long range engagements. So what we're going to do here is to try to close that gap, take a very close look at the strength of Aim Assist across all of those ranges. And then additionally, we are looking at rotational Aim Assist and the requirement for your right aim stick to be moving in the direction of your target.
I'm out. Okay. I don't think that data is accurate. And the reason why I'm saying that, you guys are gonna be like, Tony, oh my gosh, bro, you're a keyboard and mouse player. You're freaking fraud. If we are looking at the fact that skill-based matchmaking has been a thing for the past 5 years, 6 years now, the actual evidence or data that they're getting is relative to the SBMM data. Ideally speaking though, keyboard and mouse should always win because of the skill that it takes to actually play in a mouse and keyboard input. Even at the long range, you are still to be outdone by an aim assist player. And I've seen it be done in general, not just close up. That wouldn't make any sense. So I hear them, and I'm glad that they're making those changes, especially to rotational aim assist. I don't think that the data is relative to what they're trying to argue here. Be flexible with both inputs at any skill base. You should be flexible. If you want to learn mouse and keyboard, understand that it comes with no aim assist, so you are going to have to learn how to aim with your arm or your wrist. I think it's more relative to skill-based matchmaking data than it is keyboard and mouse versus controller. So they are going to make those adjustments in Warzone as well. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think this is good changes. The perks sound very strong. That's going to be very cool to like kind of play with. There's a lot of potential there, I would say, with the changes that they made. And then aim assist being changed, also some really good potential there. I'm glad that they made the dexterity change too, man. That made just that whole entire thing like a default movement. The slide speed, slide distance, that sounds very necessary. It's just annoying already, and especially with Black Ops 6's experience, the slide speed was absolutely insane. Every single game, people are just sliding like they're on ice, and I'm not even trolling. Like the distance and the speed people go was just brain rot at its peak. And then hopefully, man, as we get closer to the days, as we count down the days, let's hope that they release Black Ops 7 early. I am so hopeful that they do that because they dumped Season 6 on us pretty much already. Season 6 is literally over. I mean, we could say that. Everything that was on the roadmap, we pretty much got. What else? You know, like you can't tell me that we're gonna go 3 whole weeks with nothing. You gotta give us a week early, bro. At least 2. I could go 2 weeks. Give us the game early. That would be huge, bro. That would be awesome. That is gonna wrap it up for me in this video, man. Always remember, put God first, because God is amazing. Stay straight and keep walking in faith. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.